I recently read The Alchemist and I fucking loved it. It was such a great book. Thank you to my sister for lending me this book. I will definitely give it back to you someday. It is an absolute adventure that feels transcendent in only 180-ish pages. Short, but sweet, like a drop from the fountain of youth. In many ways, more than one. I have read Crime and Punishment and Brothers Karamazov, and what are they, like 800 pages? I don't say that to brag, but to say that stories can take any length and still be great. I would put this book up there with those. Would totally recommend all these books, by the way. Regardless, there's an idea at the heart of The Alchemist that almost feels dangerous. That every person is born with a destiny, a personal legend, and that the universe itself moves to help you achieve it. Not through magic, not through luck, but through signs, coincidences, and the courage to follow the call. I would say that this message is everything we all need to hear these days with AI and the state of things. Therefore, I would recommend reading it. If you don't like reading, however, I can take you through 4 films to watch to get the gist. In fact, there are many stories that have shown this, as Paulo Coelho, the author of The Alchemist, wasn't the first to tell this story, but it's very well done. Cinema has been whispering the same message for decades. We just didn't always recognize it. Here are 4 films that help show and perhaps inspire you to find your own personal legend and go after it with vigor. Across 4 films, The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, Slumdog Millionaire, Interstellar, and The Lion King, we actually see the complete map of a personal legend. The call to adventure, the shaping of destiny, the cosmic purpose behind every sign, and the return to one's true self. Each movie does one of these aspects really well, and together, it inspires the personal legend. Every personal legend begins the same way, with a calling we're too afraid to answer. Walter Mitty is Santiago before the sheep, before the desert, before the alchemist, a man who lives his life in his head. He dreams of being bold, brave, adventurous, but never takes the first step. And then the universe nudges him. A missing photograph, a final issue, a message from a man he's never met. Just like Santiago's recurring dream of treasure, Walter gets a sign, a push towards something larger than himself. Coelho writes, "When you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. But that help only appears after you decide to move." Walter's transformation isn't sudden. He doesn't instantly become an adventurer. He just leaves. He steps onto a plane. He follows the clue. He answers the call. And once he does, life begins to blossom. The world expands. Coincidences line up, and the path opens. Walter Mitty represents the first stage of a personal legend. The journey begins only when you take the first step. What if the universe is painfully hitting you all the time? Like nothing goes your way. However, it is the universe hammering in the answers necessary. People say things happen for a reason. This movie is that same as a movie. Imagine if Walter represents the beginning. Jamal from Slumdog Millionaire represents something far deeper. That destiny is revealed by love. Jamal's life looks chaotic, violent, tragic, and unfair. But every painful moment becomes a piece of knowledge that prepares him for something he could never predict. When information becomes gold, it was the pursuit of love for his brother and one true love that saved the treasure needed for his final test. To live through what seems to be a miraculous, fortunate run, he paid for it with the most poignant of negative events throughout his life. The torture, the loss, the heartbreak, the separation from Latika. All of it, every horrible detail, is a clue, a signal. Coelho writes, "There are no coincidences, only signs." When Jamal sits on that game show with millions of rupees and dollars on the line, every impossible question is answered by the darkest memories of his childhood, memories placed in his path, not by chance, but by design. Think about your life and what you remember as life lessons. The best ones come from the worst of times. It wasn't a jab, it was a nurturing gesture. The treasure he seeks isn't money. He's honestly sharing his life through the answers, as he has honestly loved Latika. The quiz show is just the universe arranging a miracle. Slumdog Millionaire embodies the second stage of a personal legend. Your suffering is not meaningless, it's preparation. If the first two films are grounded in adventure and destiny, Interstellar expands the personal legend into something cosmic. Cooper doesn't go into space because of logic. He goes because of love. Not romantic love, not curiosity alone, but a love for human continuity, for the belief that humanity must endure, and a love for discovery, not as ambition, but as responsibility. In The Alchemist, Santiago learns the universe communicates through omens, through the language of the world. Not everyone can hear it, only those who commit themselves fully to their personal legend. The gravitational anomaly isn't just physics, it is an omen. Lines in the dust, a message across dimensions, a sign meant for someone still willing to listen. Like Santiago, reading the wind, the desert, and his own heart, Cooper listens to signals others dismiss. He trusts what he cannot yet explain. He follows what feels necessary before it becomes reasonable. This is where The Alchemist and Interstellar meet at the same metaphysical truth, that the universe is alive, that it responds to intention, that when someone truly commits to preserving life, the universe conspires to help them succeed. Coelho writes, "When you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it." In Interstellar, that conspiracy takes the form of wormholes, gravity, and time itself. Dr. Brand gives voice to the same wisdom when she argues that love is not a flaw in human thinking, but a form of knowledge, one that transcends space-time and logic. This mirrors what The Alchemist teaches Santiago, that the heart understands what the mind cannot yet prove, that love sharpens perception rather than distorting it. Brand's love for Edmonds isn't a distraction from reason. It is a part of the language of the world, and in the end, she is right. The planet connected to love, not fear, not false data, is the one capable of sustaining humanity. Cooper's journey, like Santiago's, isn't just about reaching a destination. It's about becoming a steward of the future, a guardian of meaning. Murph becomes Cooper's final sign, just as Fatima becomes Santiago's reminder that love does not demand abandonment of one's destiny, but faith that it will return. Every major moment, Murph's message, the wormhole, the tesseract, reflects Coelho's teaching. When you're on your path, the universe reveals itself. The laws of physics become the modern grammar of the soul of the world. Interstellar teaches the third stage of a personal legend. The universe speaks, but only if you are listening. And then, after the call, after the trials, after the cosmic signs, comes the final stage, the return, the moment where destiny asks you to claim what is yours. Simba spends most of his life running from his personal legend. In fact, his very instinct was veering him away from becoming a good king. He was not ready at all, as Zazu said. He was turning out to be a terrible king, as he was looking for trouble and was easily manipulatable. Once he runs away, he lives a life of no worries and laughs off his father's words. He tries to forget. He tries to disappear. He tries to believe he's someone else. But destiny waits. The ancestors call. Rafiki guides him. And Mufasa, speaking from a realm beyond, reminds him, remember who you are. This is the same moment Santiago realizes his treasure is back where he began, at the very tree where he once dreamed. The journey doesn't change your treasure, it changes you so you can see it clearly. He learns that the true meaning of power is the ability to help others. You were given strength to protect the weak. You were given intellect to illuminate the illiterate. Simba learns that his kingdom, his purpose, was always calling him home. Not to reprimand him over his father's death, but waiting for him to become who he was always meant to be, their king, a good king, a responsible leader. This final stage teaches the greatest truth of a personal legend. Your destiny is not somewhere else. It's who you truly are. When you put these four films together, they form the exact blueprint of The Alchemist. Walter Mitty with The Call to Adventure, Slumdog Millionaire with the destiny shaped by every experience, Interstellar with the universe guiding those who listen, and The Lion King, returning to reclaim your truth. Four different stories, four different worlds, one message. A personal legend is not something you find, it's something you grow into. And once you take the first step, the world and the universe moves with you.